Ever wondered which Jewish singers have the most monthly listeners? Today, we'll take you on a journey exploring the top 15 Jewish singers with the most monthly listeners. Before we get into the video, please smash that like button. This video took a lot of research and I would really appreciate it if you could smash the button. Thank you. Now, let's get into the video. The amount of monthly listeners is the amount of people consistently listening to a specific singer on a monthly basis. With this in mind, if a singer releases a new song or album, they will likely get more monthly listeners during that time period. The question is, which singers can continue to bring listeners back to their music on a monthly basis? The numbers in this video are based off Spotify and not any other streaming platforms. With that being said, here are 3 honorable mentions. Coming in 18th place is Moshe Tischler with 18,539 monthly listeners. Moshe is new to the music industry, and to get this high of a number just goes to show how much people like his music. Next up in 17th place is Michal Przansky with 21,156 monthly listeners, coming in just below the 16th place singer. In 16th place is Joey Newcomb at 21,585 monthly listeners. He did just release an album, so we'll have to see if he keeps these numbers up. Alright, now on to the official top 15. Starting at number 15, we have Nachas with 22,865 monthly listeners. This number is quite high considering that he hasn't released an album in a while. Coming in at number 14 is Eli Marcus with 23,236 monthly listeners. Eli is just behind the singer above him, missing out by only a few hundred. At number 13 is Uri Davidi with 23,714 monthly listeners. Uri has already released 2 albums, and we hear he has a 3rd one on the way soon. Uri's latest album was a big hit, with the title song Muchanim already reaching over 500,000 plays on Spotify. Now, sliding into the number 12 spot is Shmuel Younger with 23,815 monthly listeners. That's only 101 more than Uri in 13th place. Shmuel has recently released a new album entitled Madrigos, so these numbers may get a boost in the near future. Now, coming in at number 11 is the first singer on this list with over 25,000. Yoni Z. Yoni has 25,411 monthly listeners and is consistently inching closer and closer to the number 10 spot. Yoni does have a lot of new music coming, so we'll see if he moves up in the near future. Now, coming into the top 10, we start with Ari Goldwag at 25,646 monthly listeners. Ari has been a long-time singer and songwriter, and strangely enough, a lot of the songs that he writes are sold to other singers and end up doing better than some of his own. Ari did recently release his latest album, Yesh Li Hakol, but is still only barely hanging on to 10th place. At number 9, we have 8th Day with 33,280 monthly listeners. 8th Day is due for an album, and we hear that they have one in the works. The numbers are high already and should receive a nice boost once the new album is released. Coming in at number 8 is Baruch Levine with 33,803 monthly listeners. Baruch's latest album, Off the Record, is still relatively new, so we'll see if these numbers improve in the future. At number 7, we have Eitan Katz with 39,606 monthly listeners. This comes as kind of a shocker, as Eitan Katz isn't even in our top 15 Jewish singers list, yet he's still getting a lot of listens. Coming in at number 6, we have MBD, the first singer to break the 40,000 mark, but only barely doing so, with 40,303 monthly listeners. For quite some time, MBD has been considered the king of Jewish music, but he hasn't been so active in the industry in recent years. Still, 6th place is nothing to complain about. Before we get to the top 5, we'd quickly like to ask you to tap that like button. It takes just a second and helps us a lot. Thank you. Coming in at number 5 is a top 5 singer, Simcha Leiner. Simcha has 46,654 monthly listeners. Simcha is well known for his slow songs, including Ribono, one of his greatest hits of all time. A new album from him is said to be in the works, but it may take some time until it comes out. Coming in at number 4, we have Mordechai Shapiro with 49,548 monthly listeners, just missing out on that 50,000 mark. Morty has only been making solo albums since 2016, and has since grown to be in the top 3 shortlist. Morty is especially known for his music videos, but also for a lot of his songs, many of which have a unique style. Coming in at number 3, we have Benny Friedman with 59,796 monthly listeners. Benny is almost at the 60,000 mark. He has many hit songs, some of which were in fact composed by Ari Goldwag. Benny's latest album isn't that new, but he still isn't overdue for a new album. Coming in at number 2, we have Avram Fried, just above Benny Friedman, his nephew. Although Avram hasn't released an album anytime recently, he is still going strong, having released several slow singles throughout the course of the last few years. And now, on to number 1. At number 1, we have Yaakov Shwekey. Shwekey has a whopping 134,010 monthly listeners, and is constantly growing. This number is more than double the second place total of Avram Fried. That's insane! Shwekey is also overdue for an album, so those numbers are still pretty high. At the rate Shwekey is growing, no singer can even beat his numbers in the next 3 years according to our projections. Even the fastest growing singer, Mordechai Shapiro, won't even come close for the next few years. That wraps up this list. A lot of work went into this video, and if you enjoyed it, please share it with your friends so they can enjoy it too. Also, if you know anything about Israeli music, please reach out to us via email, as we would like to start creating videos on Israeli music as well. Be sure to like and subscribe with notifications so you never miss out on amazing news or music updates. Follow us on Instagram at JewishSingers4 and comment what videos you want to see next. Thanks for watching.